Hello teachers, parents, and kids. Welcome to Wonder Kids Academy. A long time ago, in the 1800s, there were two brothers who loved to tinker and play with ideas. Their names were Wilbur and Orville Wright. Most people just called them the Wright Brothers. They grew up in a family that loved learning. Their mom, Susan, was clever with tools. She could build things with her hands. Their dad, Milton, was a bishop who loved books. One day, when the boys were still kids, their father gave them a little toy helicopter. It was made of wood, paper, and rubber bands. When they twisted it up and let go, it whirled into the air and flew across the room. Wilbur and Orville's eyes grew wide. They laughed and clapped. "Did you see that?" they shouted. The tiny toy didn't stay up for long, but it planted a huge idea in their heads. Maybe people could fly too. As they got older, the brothers never lost their curiosity. They built kites. They made gadgets. They even opened a bicycle shop where they fixed and sold bikes. Working with bicycles taught them something important: how to balance, how to steer, and how to keep things steady. They didn't know it yet, but those lessons would help them invent something the world had never seen before. At that time, many people dreamed of flying. Some tried to build wings they could flap like birds. Others built gliders that crashed again and again. The Wright brothers watched and learned. They thought, flying is possible, but we need a smarter way. They studied how birds tilted their wings to turn. They thought, if birds can do this, maybe a machine can too. So they built gliders with wings that could twist or warp to help them steer. To test their ideas, they needed strong winds. They traveled to a place called Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where the sand dunes were big and the breezes were steady. They carried their gliders there and tested them, running and jumping into the wind. Some gliders worked a little, some didn't, but every failure taught them something new. The brothers didn't give up. They kept improving their designs, writing notes, and building better models. They discovered that the secret to flying wasn't just wings or engines, it was control. A plane had to turn, climb, and balance, just like a bike. Now they needed an engine, but no one made one light enough for flying. So, what did they do? They built their own. With the help of their mechanic, Charlie Taylor, they created a small but powerful engine that could push a plane into the air. Finally, in December 1903, everything was ready. The brothers had built their flying machine, the Wright Flyer. It had wide wings, two propellers, and their homemade engine. The brothers took it to the windy sand dunes at Kitty Hawk. On the morning of December 17, 1903, it was freezing cold. The wind howled. The flyer stood on a wooden track, waiting. Wilbur tried first, but the plane wobbled and tumbled into the sand. Crash! It didn't work. Please take a second to like our video. This helps our algorithm so that other boys and girls can learn the fun things that you are watching also. Now back to our video. Then it was Orville's turn. He lay down on the plane, gripped the controls, and nodded. The engine rumbled, the propellers spun, and the flyer rolled down the track. Suddenly it lifted. Up it went into the air. It flew for 12 whole seconds before landing on the sand. It may not sound like much, but in those 12 seconds, history was made. For the first time ever, a human had flown in a powered, controlled airplane. The brothers cheered. They tried again and again that day. Each flight was a little longer. The last one lasted almost a full minute. They were overjoyed. The dream of flying was real. At first, not everyone believed them. Some people thought the stories were made up, but the Wright brothers didn't mind. They kept building, kept flying, and kept proving their invention was real. Soon, people all over the world wanted to see their airplanes. The brothers never bragged. They stayed humble and kept working in their shop. They knew they had given the world a gift that would change everything. And they were right. Today, airplanes zoom across the skies, carrying people and goods around the globe. What started with a little toy helicopter in a living room led to giant planes soaring through the clouds. Wilbur passed away in 1912, but Orville lived until 1948. He saw huge airplanes, long-distance flights, and even rockets heading toward space. Imagine that, from bicycles to airplanes to space travel, all in one lifetime. The story of the Wright brothers shows us something wonderful. Big dreams can start small. Two curious boys, a toy helicopter, and a lot of determination gave the world wings. And that's how Wilbur and Orville Wright, two brothers with a dream, became the inventors of the very first airplane. Thank you for watching this Wonder Kids Academy video, and I hope you all have a happy and healthy day. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel for more fun and educational videos designed especially for preschoolers and young kids. And see you in our next video. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more interesting videos like this. Please also visit us at www.wonderkidsacademy.info and see more of what we are all about. Thanks again for watching our video.